want to get back into when you grew up in Germany, right? Because I mean, you basically like a third culture kid on a different level. Like, I mean, you got the Congolese culture, you got Iranian culture, you're in Germany, the south of Germany, which I heard here is very conservative in some
Yeah.
places, right? So, like, how was it growing up as like a, I guess in quotes, a black kid, but like half Congolese, half Iranian last name?
Bro, I had a lot of identity crisis because I can remember I came to Cologne when I was like 2 or 3, and then my mom had to work and had to put the food on the table. So she brought me to a daycare mom, and I spent from Mondays to Friday. I spent at her place with other kids, and on the weekends I stayed at my mom's place.
Mm.
So I grew up like in my young years with the German culture because the daycare mom was German. So she conveyed me a lot of German values and German food, and also those. She was really strict. Also, like you come home from school, you have to do your homework, then you have to eat, or you have to eat, do your homework. Then you can watch television for 1 hour.
Oh,
1 hour, always 60 minutes, and then she said, "Oh, okay, and go play, go outside, do something. You can't sit in front of the TV all night, all day." So this was like a challenging time because I was like the only black kid, of course, in this um, in their daycare facility or at their home. And yeah, because at first I thought I was like German, kinda,
mm.
because like when I went to kindergarten, the kids didn't really like make a difference, like in skin tone and everything. So everything was cool. But then when I went to elementary school, then I felt like, oh, okay, I'm different. I'm like, ah, okay, I'm black. I knew I was black, but I didn't really knew that I was black.
Right.
I don't know how to explain this because I grew up like with white people all the time, and then you come to a place that like only white kids. There were like only one more black kid in the school, and every time when he fucked up, they thought I fucked up. So the teacher came to me, "What did you do? This?" And it wasn't me. Yes, it was you. I saw you. And he also looked like me a little bit, you know? This was like the
Oh.
bad part. It wasn't like just because I'm black, he literally looked like me.
Mm. Oh, damn. So you couldn't play the black card, really? Yeah,
Yeah, I
shit.
couldn't. So yeah, when I was in elementary school, I faced a lot of racism, bro. It was like really hard. Like sometimes, like you probably know the story because when I visited my daycare mom, she told me the story. She was like, "Yeah, one day you came home, you were crying, you were after you went to the shower, you wanted to like rub off your melanin, your skin
Mm.
tone." Because you were like, I want to be like everyone else. I don't want to be black. I want to be white. And this like the things that I face on a daily basis because like I was different, and every of course every kid was like, "Why are you black? Oh, ha, fucking ha ha." And then we also had some Nazis in the neighborhood and stuff. There was also like one story, and still to this day I wonder why he didn't pick me. So we were on the playground. We were like 5, 6 years old or so, and then a Nazi came through. He was like 12, 13, 14. Came with with a bat, like a baseball bat. Had his head was like completely bald. Had like his jacket on, and then he was like, "Kids, come here. Everybody sit down." And then we were like 6, 7 kids, and he went with bat like The Walking Dead. He just like was passing us with the bat and looking us into our. I will take someone and I will beat him. And I was like, he will take me because I'm black. He has to take me because I'm
What?
black. And then he was like stopping in front of me, pointing at me. I was like, oh no. And then he took my friend. He was a red-headed. And then took him, he like tied him up to the tree and then he hit him. I was like, what the fuck? So we called his brothers. His brother was like, I don't know, famous in this neighborhood. And then they looked for him and then they clashed. It was crazy.
What?
Bro, I saw some crazy shit because at that time the Nazis were like on the rise somehow just in this area
Yeah.
because there was only him and then there were 2, 3, 4 and everybody was like showing publicly that they are like Nazis, like they have the skinhead, the jackets, then the boots with the white laces and stuff. So I was always scared when I passed them because I thought like, wow, hopefully they don't, I don't know, come
Yeah.
at me, you know?
I mean, Riker, you're the only black kid in
And
that
they didn't do
neighborhood.
nothing. I was like, wow, I'm fucking lucky, man.
Whoa, my mind is blown on so many levels, bro. So you was in a neighborhood that had Nazis. The
Yeah.
Nazis was the gangs out there,
Yeah, it was a gang. It
basically.
was basically a gang. And also like